Hi there, and it is that time of year again. It is almost that time of year again at least, or maybe you're watching it and it totally is. But I am talking the spooky season, aka my favorite time of year. May I just share with you these really cute hair clips and behold my brooch, which is inspiring today's balloon tutorial, which is on a balloon skeleton. So to recreate this design, you're going to need a 5-inch round and 3 160 balloons. Perfect. Let's go. Here on my channel, I know you know I love my electric pump. This time though, I'm going to create the design with a hand pump. Whether you've got an electric pump or a handheld, this design is for you. Starting with my round, I'm just going to inflate 3 pumps into there. Now my balloon pump inflates as it goes in and as it goes out, so you might need to adapt if need be, but you can see that's about the size of my palm at the moment. I'm going to let a little bit of air out to soften it because we're going to be putting a twist into this balloon. If there's a little too much air in there, it's a little bit too hard for it to do the thing. So before we do anything with that one, I'm just going to pop it to the side using my hand pump to inflate a 160. About 2.5 pumps. I have about 10 centimeters or 4 inches uninflated. Just letting out a little bit as well to soften it. So we're going to be creating all the arms for this. So starting with a 3 bubble petal twist. We're going to follow that with a small bubble, about as wide as it is long, and pinch twist. Next, a bubble about 3 or 4 fingers wide, followed by another small bubble, which again will be pinch twisted. There's a few pinch twists in this design. I hope that doesn't faze you because this is really spooky cute, and let's keep going. Again, another 3 to 4 finger bubble, followed by a pinch twist. And so far we have created the hand and the arm. So to create our neck area, we're going to do a small bubble, and that's about 2 fingers wide, followed by a double pinch twist. A neat trick to do a double pinch twist is to do 2 bubbles the same size, twist them, and then roll the remaining balloon and as you roll that balloon, it'll help create the 2 pinch twists and have that hopefully nicely divided in 2 for you. The next part, we're going to recreate the shoulder, followed by then the arm, elbow, hand, etc. So basically what we've done in reverse. So I'm left with this amount of balloon and I don't need it anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that and tie it off and just make sure that end is secure. Now, hopefully what you have looks a little something like this. We're going to take the 5-inch round that we inflated earlier and just make sure, as you twist, we're going to squish some air back towards the nozzle, but we want to have a nice rounded kind of shape at the top for the skull, and this part here is going to become the rib cage as we progress. Next, we're joining our 2 balloons together here at where the head and body meet. Once you've connected them, hopefully it should look a little something like this. So our little skeleton is coming together very nicely, but we still got some work to do. We need those legs. But how cool might that look if it was like a zombie emerging out of a grave? That would actually look really cool. if you make it, I'd love to see it. Don't forget a Rainbow Balloons Learning and Resource Centre where you can come and hang out with me in Facebook if you enjoy that area. But yeah, let's keep going with our skeleton buddy. So for now, my dude, you can just hang out in the back there as we work on the legs. So 2 more 160s. So like before, I'm leaving about 10 centimeters or 4 inches unbraided. And it's going to start out in the same way, but it's going to progress a little bit differently. So firstly, starting with the foot. And we have our pinch twist. The next part for the knee bones, we're going to do that trick with a double pinch twist. I made the first part of my leg bubble about a hand's width wide for me, and we're following it up with a double pinch. I like to do the legs a little bit longer than I've done the arms, for the reason that, yeah, generally our legs are a little bit longer than our arms. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this little guy for a moment, because why not? One more small bubble, which we will pinch twist. Now I'm going to do a small bubble, which is about 2 fingers wide for me, following it up again with a double pinch twist. So let's make another one. It's a pretty great idea to compare them side by side for a moment. So we're going to do our pinch twist. And we're going to do our 2 finger bubble. But let's join these in together. Now's the time to get rid of one of these bubbles because we don't need them both. For me, I'll make the decision to keep the balloon that's a little bit longer because it just gives me a bit more length to work with just in case. So as I remove that, I'm tying it off and securing within the design. Bringing the rest of the body back, you're going to take that knot and incorporate it into the legs. To try and help it connect in the best possible way, we want to try and take that knot itself and make sure that's down within all the twists of the hip area. It's just going to be a helpful element when it comes time to making it join together nice and secure. So the hero of our next part is the remainder of this balloon here, where we're going to create the hips. Firstly, I'm going to be wrapping it around here and back into the hip area and repeating it for the other side. As you go, I'd like you to try and make sure it's up nice and pretty close to the design, as that should help out with the overall appearance of your finished design. And at the point where you find it's meeting with your pinch twist here, that's where I would like you to twist your length of working balloon. Incorporate it in. We're going to repeat for the other hip. Hopefully you can see how nice and close it is. adjusting it till it's in the design, and we're going to remove that excess. Make sure to lose the ends within the design. And now we're getting to the fun part. I don't know, I call it the fun part because I just love how it brings a bit of character to the balloon. So with the pinch twist that you have for your skeleton, we position one in the front and one into the back of the design. Taking one here, I'm going to rotate it, and you can see the legs at the back. It looks like he's about to take a really swift kick. We're going to be creating a bubble in the hip that we have, and that's going to do it so for a moment. Our actions will create a bubble to allow the hips to be facing forward and those legs to be dangling. Let's go. So very carefully, as I bring the leg from the back to the front, I'm going to be trying my best to recreate a bubble that's the same size as this one here. This is what's kind of looking like behind at the moment. We bring it forward slightly to help lock it in place. This pinch twist here, we're going to bring it out of the place it's currently sitting and allow it to wrap around our leg bone here. And then pushing it back into that same space it was occupying. So can you see? Hopefully that made sense, but I'm going to do it again. So moving the leg to the back, we can see our hip is now in position. I'm going to show you this side this time. Where it joins into the pinch twist, I'm going to pull it back around the looped balloon. And you can see that action is starting to create a small bubble of its own. And as I go, pushing that pinch twist forward, moving it around the leg bubble and back into the hip space. And now the fun part, decide what is the front and which is the back, and do your fine tuning. It really doesn't make too much of a difference. So for me, I might pick the part where it looks like most of the limbs are looking like it's facing forward. Whereas right there, most of it look like it's facing back. So this looks like it'll be my front. Part of the tidy up is to make sure I've got a pinch twist in the front and in the back, just to help with the positioning. Sometimes it can be pretty fiddly getting it just how you'd like it to look. My guy is having some trouble here. But if you want to, you can keep playing with position. But if you want those legs to try and stay nice and close, you can locate the nozzle into one of those 160s. And there you have something that looks like this skeleton guy or gal. So let's go ahead and do some marker art for our skeleton. So for the eyes, I tend to like to stick to the teardrop kind of shape. Looks a little something like this. If you're looking for something a little bit more cute, a nice little arched eyebrow can do wonders. Something a little bit cheeky, almost like an S shape, that can be fun to create. And then you give them a nose. basically 2 little triangles side by side and a smile to make it nice and easy to create teeth. It works very perfectly for a quick and easy Jack Skellington kind of design too. Then go ahead to add your rib cage. I'm just going to give you a bit of a over the shoulder peek at how I'm doing this one. Hopefully you can see that coming to life. It's a little bit trickier doing it to make sure that you could see it, but hopefully that gave you some inspiration as to how you might draw a rib cage on. So this really neat skeleton design, I know I'm not the first to use the kind of concept for the arms and the legs, but I also love how in the past when I've done a skeleton in this kind of style, I've used the balloons to make the rib cage, and it is pretty cool, but like also how pretty cool is this? Like, come on, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this design. I think it's spooky good, and I hope you agree. Seriously, he's hiding, he's a bit shy. He's not got anything on, I can see why. Just kidding. Anyone else who loves this kind of quirky, cute style, where's my pumpkin gone? These are Urswadler, I'll link below. This one is not available to purchase unfortunately, but there is some really neat items in this range, and I just know that I need to get some more of them. In fact, I do have more. Stay tuned in other videos because Urswadler all the way. I know you've heard me say it, I'm excited about going to America later this year. I am a little bit bummed that I'm going to be missing Halloween, but let me know in the comments below as well. Can you still get lots of Halloween stuff in the shops around like the first week or two of November? If so, let me know where's the best place to try and go, because I would love, like, I'm literally dying to go and see what Halloween goodies are out there. Dream come true. I really hope I'm going to see you at ACE, but there is also some other areas that are going to be announced. If you can't make it to there, if you live in the Florida way, look out for an announcement soon. I am super duper excited and can't wait to meet as many of you as, you know, comes to my class or wants to meet me. Like, it's going to be great. I'm going to see you there, I sure hope. If you haven't already, why not subscribe, because I'd love to have you join my balloon family. But otherwise, thank you so much for helping me to put a spooky twist into your life, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.